This video is one I get a lot of questions about and that people seem particularly interested in, although I'm not sure they're gonna fully appreciate the answer. But this video is about angels and cats. Domestic cats. I don't think I've ever made a video that totally talked about angels, but I'm gonna see what I will try and convey the things I know about angels. First of all, when this started, and whenever I'd bring up angels, God acted a little funny. And it eventually came out that he's not the hugest fan of angels. Angels are not dear to him in the way that humans are dear to him at all. And I didn't quite, know why. But angels have caused him some serious trouble. So essentially, God had a problem. The problem was the light and the darkness. And so he had to create a system and ways to get rid of the darkness. And angels are one of the things he created to facilitate getting rid of the darkness. But as we know, there was 33, or 1/3 of the angels were wicked, and they're now demons and essentially work for Satan with a capital S. So we do know that there's bad angels. But even they themselves serve a very specific purpose. So here's a few facts about angels. First of all, there are more types of angels than there are types of insects on Earth. He has an inconceivably huge number of different types of angels, and these angels do different kinds of jobs. And that was the best way he could think of to facilitate battle and all the things the angels do, which he hasn't even really let me in much on that. But there are just endless kinds of angels, and they are not all attractive. We have one kind of angel that's so beautiful that they're perfect. Their facial symmetry and all of that is absolutely what a human thinks is beautiful. God does not agree. He likes human quote-unquote imperfections. Sometimes I'll see someone on TV and he'll cringe, and I'll be like, whoa, they're so beautiful it hurts my eyes. And he's like, ugh, they look like an angel. So he just said that the angels that are beautiful are a little full of themselves. So anyway, there are some really ugly, scary angels too. Like, I saw some picture the other day, and I just got shivers because I knew it was one of his angel creations, and they're horrifying, some of them. So angels, we kind of think of an angel as one specific thing, but that's just not at all true. So there's apparently a lot of creepy, weird angels, not demons. That's like angels that have fallen. These angels have a job to do, and well, God's creativity just knows no bounds. So there are so many angels, the human mind can't even hardly conceive of it. They're just like ants, but yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, about a few weeks ago, well, I don't know, a couple months ago, God had me thinking about a student I had once. And she was always a mystery, because no matter how much I'd talk to her, it was like I was talking to someone that was hollow. There was something about this student that made it impossible to even guess at who she was or how she felt. She would just randomly lie. She would do mean things and then do nice things. And she was so odd. And God said, had you ever met anyone else like that? And I was like, no, she was so strange to me. And I'm really good at connecting with kids. And she really liked me. She'd text me when I was at home, and I had a lot of contact with her. But it was like something I had never experienced. So he had me thinking about that. And then he'd previously told me that someone else I have known had the soul of an angel. And he said, does your student remind you of anyone? And I said, oh, well, kind of. And he's like, And then I could not remember this student's name. It took me like 3 or 4 minutes. And I'm like, I know her face. I know all these things she said to me, but I couldn't remember her name. And then it hit me, her name, which God gives people their names. Her name is Angel. So that's when I discovered that God does occasionally put angel souls inside of human bodies. And he has multiple reasons that I don't have enough information on to really tell you that much about that. Maybe I will someday. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. But anyway, there are humans who, instead of being given a human soul, he took an angel soul and put it inside the human body. That does not mean that they're an angel. It just means, well, it does, but it doesn't mean that they were the kind of angel we think of in paintings that came down and got put in a human body. I don't know. They come from all different kinds of angels. I don't know what kind she was. But he said, what do these two people who he's informed me have angel souls? What do they have in common? And I thought about it, and I remembered, I remembered certain things about them, and I thought, well, both of these people are essentially antisocial. And he said, yep, angels are relatively antisocial. That doesn't mean they want to harm or whatever. They don't connect socially. It's not important. Their own desires and for the angels in the heavens, God needs them to stay focused on the task at hand. When you're social, you want to get involved and care about other people, and you have this whole community, but that's not what he needed from angels that are fighting the darkness. He needed them kind of one-track mind. So angels are relatively antisocial. They don't go home to their husbands and wives and their children. They pretty much just stick to themselves and do their job. I know that angels have caused a lot of trouble for the Lord. One of the reasons he figured out this whole righteousness system, he used to just have favorites, like favorite angels, favorite humans, and he found that the angels got extremely jealous of one another. So he then decided that the more someone suffered or worked hard for him, the more they would be rewarded. So then he took his favorite souls, like the angels, he took his favorites, and they had to work hard. But then the other angels weren't so jealous, and that's kind of what he's realized is going to work for humans as well. When we get to the kingdom and Jesus comes back, and we find out that there's a whole lot of slaves who were slaves from the day they were born till the day they died, who were in Jerusalem, who's going to be jealous of them? Who would have wanted their life? So the more we suffer, the more we get rewarded, and the less jealous other people are. And he's totally just and fair. So at some point in time, apparently angels, they kind of have a not a very distinct soul. Like humans each have their own soul. Like humans are like a chunk of God. human souls, and angels are kind of like dust. So they don't have as much fire inside. There are some archangels, and they don't necessarily fall into the category of all the other angels I'm discussing. Like, they have brighter souls, they're more trustworthy. But in general, he found that angels weren't particularly trustworthy, so he's pretty much taken most of their free will. While he's done this, he's also discovered that with an angel, he just really had to test them because they're kind of sneaky. So I've told y'all how there's righteous, unrighteous, and go either way humans, 33%, 33%, and 33%. Well, the same holds true for the angels. So the wicked angels all got kicked out of the heavens and went down to earth, essentially, with Satan. And then there's ones in the heavens that fight against his righteous angels. But there's also that middle 33%, and apparently it's been really difficult for God to know if he could trust an angel or not. So what he did was he just took their free will. So angels, they do have some personal opinions. They do have individual consciousness, but they're not allowed to do much except for work. When Jesus returns, the angels the righteous angels will get more free will and become the closer to what we think of angels. But right now, angels are kind of like slaves. Like, they just have to do their work, and they are not allowed hardly any free will. In the past 2 years, especially the past year, there's been many days when he's told me, really hard days, when he's told me, well, I've caught some dirty angels, some bad apples. And he's had to go through all these processes to weed out the go either way angels, because they don't have as much free will, so he can't identify them. But in the past year, he's this sounds so crazy that I'm talking about this. Like, you don't know, to my mind, I have never been someone who even believed in the supernatural. So forgive me, but it's really weird for me to be talking about this. But it all makes sense. I mean, literally, if you hear God's whole story, the whole thing just is like, oh, well, that makes sense. So these angels just mainly work. And when Jesus comes back, the righteous ones get more free will. But the ones that he's caught in the past year doing semi-sneaky things, they will be dealt with appropriately. The latest thing that happened was that he recently gave guardian angels, and yes, each human has their own individual guardian angel. He recently gave guardian angels more power and more freedom because Jesus and John have been so busy. So by giving them more power and freedom and kind of letting them think that he wasn't watching, he caught some guardian angels who were actually not serving the best interest of the person they were meant to take care of. So now, this is one reason Judgment Day is not for 1,000 years, because God has a lot of weeding out of all these intricate ways humans and angels can essentially express their wickedness or righteousness, but he has to devise these things to put them through. So he has caught a lot of guardian angels out recently. In the past, he was catching angels who were kind of communicating with the darkness. Like, angels have been, ever since it started, Angels have not been something he speaks very fondly of. The good ones he loves. He does. So someone asked, why would God allow for there to be wicked angels? But remember, God had a problem and he needed to solve it. So he had to allow this opposing team to end up getting rid of the unrighteousness, the darkness. Let me see if there's anything else I know about angels. So we each have a guardian angel, and they kind of, they battle with other guardian angels. You don't want to pray to an angel. They have no power. They just are always on guard. And then if you maybe had a negative interaction with someone, your angel's doing something in the spiritual realm. There's nothing you need to know about your guardian angel. I mean, you can know they're there. You can know if someone yells at you in the street or upsets you that your guardian angel's there. Things are never going to go past what God wrote for you. Some guardian angels absolutely adore their human. So they do kind of have a bond with their human sometimes, but not always. Yeah, when Jesus comes back and the majority of the darkness is vanquished, the angels will get some free will. Some of them sing, some of them are musicians. He has all kinds of angels. I mean, these angels just facilitate so many things for him, but he's been disappointed in how untrustworthy some of them are. We tend to have this idealized vision of angels mainly because of paintings and greeting cards and everything we think of angels as. But if you actually read the Bible closely and you know that God is not necessarily well pleased with most angels, you'll see it. You'll see it. He made this, I don't know what book it's in, but he made, I think it's Romans. I don't know. It's one of the New Testament. He made a huge point to let everyone know that Jesus is above the angels. And he throws shade at the angels if you read carefully. He does love his archangels, but praying to angels is a really bad idea. He's saying some of the the darkness, the enemy has people pray to angels sometimes, but it's a wasted prayer. Each molecule, I made a video once about how there's a GPS for all the spots on Earth, stable and moving, and there's probably trillions of angels for each human body, because each cell that you have is fighting. Each molecule is so you have one guardian angel, but your body is represented by trillions of angels in the heavens. Each time you're in pain, that's powering these angels. Each time you do anything, what you eat, what medicines you take, your stress levels, your body temperature, all of it impacts the battles in heaven that your angels are doing. But angels are relatively boring. They are Oh, so this morning I wake up and my cat was climbing on me, and he had me look at her and he said, "Cats are lazy angels." And then he reminded me how angels are relatively antisocial. But there's a hint of goodness in the righteous ones, but they're essentially antisocial. And then he let me know that I told you that dogs are like this pinprick of pure light. Cats are angel souls. They didn't used to be angels. They're cats. But they are made of the same stuff that angel souls are made out of, except they're particularly lazy. And everything has to work for God. So he put the angel souls that wouldn't have made good soldiers or good workers in the heavens, he made them into domestic cats. Wild cats are different, but domestic cats are lazy angel souls. And they're doing their work by catching birds or mice or loving their human. Some are more loving than others. But anyway, I thought that was cute. After I made the dog video, I kept wondering what were cat souls, but they're lazy angels. So love your kitty. I think that's all I remember at the moment. So God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about angels. Amen.